biggest thing, and I've learned this from college with Coach Staley, is mind over matter. If it don't mind, it don't matter. So some of these things I'm like, I don't have time to be tired.
Wilson catches low, face-up game money.
I'm going to try to set up my teammates the best I can, but at the same time, I want to be able to score the ball. So the more I can do that, the better it's going to be for our team overall.
Ja Wilson's tired of the Caitlin Clark hype, and she's not afraid to say it. But here's where it gets interesting. 100% of WNBA players surveyed agree the media focus is unbalanced. Is Wilson onto something? With the WNBA All-Star Game just around the corner, Wilson's latest comments are shaking up the basketball world. She didn't hold back, saying, "I felt like I was mentally tired in that world of people constantly saying, 'Hey Ja, you're only known because of Caitlin Clark.'" Whoa, that's a bombshell if we've ever heard one. But wait, there's more. Wilson added, "I'm not going to let you discredit me or the work that I've done or my teammates or the people who came before me have done. This changes everything. How will Clark respond? And what does this mean for the All-Star Game? The tension is building and we're here for it." Now that we've heard Ja Wilson's explosive comments, let's dive into the roots of this rivalry. You might be wondering, how did we get here? Well, buckle up, because this story goes deeper than you think. The tension between Wilson and Clark isn't new, but it's reaching a boiling point. These two ballers have been on a collision course, and now we're seeing sparks fly. But here's where it gets interesting. Their stats tell a story of their own. Wilson's got the hardware to back up her talk. We're talking MVP awards, championships, and all-star appearances. She's been dominating the WNBA for years, but Clark? She's the new kid on the block, making waves before even stepping on a WNBA court. Now here's the kicker. The media can't get enough of Clark. Her games are pulling in massive numbers. We're talking 1.7 million viewers on average for Indiana Fever games. That's crazy, and it's exactly what's got Wilson fired up. But wait, there's more. Clark snagged 700,000 votes for the All-Star Game. That's a lot of love for someone who hasn't played a single WNBA minute. No wonder Wilson's feeling the heat. This isn't just about two players, though. It's about the whole landscape of women's basketball. Wilson's not just speaking for herself when she says, "I'm not going to let you discredit me or the work that I've done or my teammates or the people who came before me have done." She's standing up for all the veterans who've been grinding for years. The media spotlight on Clark is intense, and it's causing some serious friction. Wilson's frustration is real, and it's not hard to see why. She feels like her achievements are being overshadowed, and she's not having it. This rivalry is shining a light on some big questions in women's basketball. How do we balance celebrating new stars with respecting the legends? Is the media coverage fair? And what does this mean for the future of the sport? One thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. As the All-Star Game approaches, all eyes will be on Wilson and Clark. Will they squash the beef, or are we in for more fireworks? Stay tuned, because this story is just heating up. You thought the drama was over? Think again. The Ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark rivalry just hit a whole new level, and fans are losing their minds. So how did Clark respond to Wilson's latest jab? Well, here's where things get interesting. Clark's been keeping it cool, staying silent on the whole situation. That's right, no fiery comebacks, no Twitter wars, just pure professionalism from the rookie sensation. But don't think for a second that means this story's dying down. Oh no, the fans are picking up the slack big time. Social media's on fire with reactions, and let me tell you, it's not pretty. We're seeing a serious divide among basketball lovers. On one side, you've got Team Clark cheering for the fresh face who's breathing new life into the league. On the other, there's Team Wilson, backing the established star who's been putting in work for years. This rivalry is splitting the fan base like nothing we've seen before. It's brother against sister, friend against friend, all over who's the real queen of the court. But here's where it gets really juicy. While the players and fans are duking it out, something bigger is happening. The WNBA is suddenly in the spotlight like never before. Clark's games are pulling in massive viewership numbers. We're talking record-breaking stuff here, and with all eyes on the league, every move Wilson and Clark make is under the microscope. This rivalry could be the spark that ignites a whole new era for women's basketball. More eyes mean more fans, more buzz, and potentially more money flowing into the sport. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. With increased attention comes increased pressure. Fans are scrutinizing every play, every point, every missed shot. The stakes are higher than ever for both Wilson and Clark. So what does this mean for the future of the WNBA? Are we on the brink of a golden age, or is this rivalry threatening to tear the league apart? One thing's for sure, the next time Wilson and Clark step on the court, the whole basketball world will be watching. The drama's heating up, but the real fireworks are about to explode on the court. Get ready for the WNBA All-Star Game, where the Wilson-Clark rivalry is set to reach a whole new level. This isn't just any All-Star Game, it's the stage where Ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark will finally face off, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of it. The tension between these two stars is so thick you could cut it with a knife. But here's where it gets interesting. How will this rivalry affect their game? Will Wilson's frustration fuel her to dominate on the court, or will Clark use this opportunity to prove she's more than just a media darling? You might think this showdown is all about Wilson and Clark, but there's more to this story. Some of the league's biggest names could end up in the shadows of this drama. We're talking about players who've been crushing it all season, now potentially overshadowed by this headline-grabbing rivalry. Let's break it down. Wilson's been feeling the heat, saying she's mentally tired of being compared to Clark. That's the kind of frustration that could either make or break her performance. On the flip side, Clark's been cool as a cucumber, talking about teaming up with Angel Reese and keeping it all positive. But wait, there's more. The real excitement is brewing over the potential face-offs between Wilson and Clark during the game. Imagine the intensity when these two go head-to-head. Will Wilson try to shut down Clark's famous long-range shots, or will Clark prove she can hold her own against the WNBA's elite? This changes everything for the All-Star Game. It's not just about showcasing the best talent anymore. It's become a battleground for one of the most talked-about rivalries in women's basketball. You won't believe what could happen next. Will Wilson and Clark put aside their differences and work together for their team, or will their rivalry overshadow the spirit of the All-Star Game? One thing's for sure, all eyes will be on these two superstars, watching their every move, every shot, every interaction. The pressure is on, and it's anyone's guess how Wilson and Clark will handle it. Will they rise to the occasion or crumble under the spotlight? This All-Star Game is shaping up to be more than just an exhibition of talent. It's becoming a defining moment in WNBA history. But here's where things get really interesting. The Wilson-Clark rivalry isn't just about two players. It's shaping the future of women's basketball. This clash of titans is drawing more eyes to the WNBA than ever before. You won't believe how it's changing the game. Let's break it down. The WNBA is riding a wave of buzz, and this rivalry is the perfect storm. Fans are picking sides, ratings are soaring, and social media is on fire. But wait, there's more. Upcoming games between Wilson's Aces and Clark's future team are set to be must-see TV. This isn't just about one season. The Wilson-Clark story could redefine women's basketball for years to come. More coverage, bigger contracts, new fans, it's all on the table. So here's the million-dollar question. Will this rivalry take the WNBA to new heights, or will it overshadow the rest of the league? The WNBA has never been more exhilarating, and at the heart of this resurgence is the fierce competition between standout players like Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson. The league is thriving on these rivalries, which bring intensity and excitement to every game. Caitlin Clark, a name synonymous with basketball brilliance, has captivated fans with her exceptional skills and tenacity on the court. Her remarkable performance this season has not only solidified her status as a key player, but has also sparked a heated debate among fans and analysts about her deserving the Rookie of the Year title. Clark's ability to dominate the game with her scoring, playmaking, and leadership has made her a fan favorite and a force to be reckoned with. Her deep three-pointers, quick drives to the basket, and uncanny court vision have left spectators in awe. As she continues to break records and set new standards, it's clear that Caitlin Clark is the boss, leading her team with an unwavering determination and an infectious passion for the game. Her presence on the court is a testament to her hard work, dedication, and innate talent, making her one of the most talked about players in the league. On the other side of this competitive spectrum is A'ja Wilson, whose talent and competitive spirit are undeniable. Wilson has been an established star in the WNBA, known for her powerful presence in the paint and her ability to take over games. Her recent comments targeting Caitlin Clark before the WNBA All-Star Game have only added fuel to the fire, intensifying the rivalry between these two phenomenal athletes. Wilson's remarks are seen by many as a challenge, a way to assert her dominance and remind everyone of her own prowess on the court. This rivalry is reminiscent of some of the greatest in sports history, where each game feels like a battle for supremacy. It's these high-stakes matchups that elevate the WNBA, making it a must-watch for basketball enthusiasts. Caitlin Clark's response to Wilson's comments has been nothing short of spectacular. Instead of shying away from the challenge, Clark has embraced it, using it as motivation to further elevate her game. Her performance in the All-Star Game and subsequent matches has demonstrated her resilience and competitive edge. Clark's ability to rise to the occasion, especially when the stakes are high, showcases her as a player who not only thrives under pressure, but also uses it to fuel her success. This mindset has earned her the respect of teammates, opponents, and fans alike. The WNBA's current landscape, fueled by the rivalry between Clark and Wilson, has brought a new level of excitement and engagement to the sport. Each game, each play is scrutinized and celebrated, creating a vibrant community of fans who are deeply invested in the league's outcomes. Caitlin Clark, with her relentless drive and exceptional skills, continues to prove that she is the boss on the court, a player who is setting the standard for excellence in the WNBA. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on Clark and Wilson, eager to see how this dynamic rivalry unfolds and shapes the future of women's basketball.